Shrinetime Entertainment TV, the nerd is the word.
This is Erica Mendez, and you're listening to Shrinetime Entertainment Podcast. The nerd is the word.
What is up? This is your boy Mike Maverick, and welcome to Shrinetime Entertainment Podcast, where we always say the nerd is the word. Now here's your host, DJ Money Senpai and Company.
It's another awesome Otaku Tuesday, and the party is in full effect. Oh yeah, get hyped for this one, because it's now time for the #1 nerd awesome podcast party that we call Shrinetime Entertainment Podcast, where we always say the nerd's the word. It's your man Charles, aka Money Senpai, all day, every day, your money making, anime loving, game playing, future cosplayer in the making, urban ambassador to NerdCon, founder and co-host. And with me are my favorite people when it comes to all things anime, video games, manga, TV, whatever. What's your nerd appetite? We got it. First up is your engineer, Ace Gamer, the pride of Shrinetime, and the hardest working man in anime and gaming, our mega man of gaming, but she's more Maverick.
Right now, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is playing right now, but we got the next best thing. We got Ryuko in the call.
Ryuko in the house, baby.
Hey.
Next up is our very own dedication to the voice acting profession, the voice of America, and our Tony Stark of anime and tech, Roy, aka Anna Roy.
And you're listening to Shrinetime Entertainment.
Oh, yes.
He always makes a good entry. Yeah,
yes, he does. Jeez.
Well, of course.
Oh, man. Stop doing that. Stop doing that.
Yeah. Shut up.
Why?
If I told you, it would take up a whole 2 hours. Last up is our skill shinobi of gaming and tech, and our Hayabusa son of anime and gaming, Will, aka Abukaru.
How's it going, guys? It's great to be back in the shrine.
It's good to have you back, brother.
Hey, Will, what's up, man? Hey, we need to get together and make some videos together.
Oh man,
I'm sure, man.
Yes, yes. That's what's best for business.
Yes, time business.
Yes, yes. Anyway, it's a big week for video games, anime, TV shows, and movies, and in the shrine, it's no different. Because every week is like Mardi Gras, but this week is even more awesome because we're doing a hot topic and a guest spot all in one show. Think of this as a game. Think this is a game. Keep listening. Keep listening in. I dare you. I double dog dare you. This week's hot topic is the genre of how the industry will be dominating this year with, considering that, all three genres of the nerd industry are being represented: anime, video games, comics, as well as movies and TV shows. We're going to get into all that, and as an added piece, in our special guest spot of the week, we talk to the lovely and awesome voice actress whose credentials are just super awesome. You just especially being the English voice actress for the hot Scissor blade wielding beauty Ryuko Matoi from the hit anime series on Toonami, Kill la Kill, Miss Erica Mendez.
I don't think I've ever heard her referred to like that before.
That's Charles. That is Charles.
But let's be honest. That come on now. I mean, the common way she wears. Let's be honest. That's a no-brainer right there.
She looks like a stripper.
Fan service. What do you expect? Anyway, we're going to be talking and having fun with a Shrinetime style. So kick it in with us. Now, of course, D school's in session for Shrinetime's School of Hard Knocks. And in this session, it's time for a guest spot of the week. And guess who's going to be teaching the School of Hard Knocks is our guest here tonight. With us is pretty much known in the anime industry for her roles as Angry, Stas, Sariko, Sakurio, and Jasmine from Blood Lad, Aladdin from Magi, The Labyrinth of Magic, Boru and Blossom are risen from Hyper Devotion Noir, Goddess of a Black Heart, And Mike's gonna love this. Nagisa from Danganronpa, another episode. Because he loves Danganronpa. It's awesome.
And I also love the Hyperdimension Neptunia series, which you already mentioned that.
Yep. Which is we're gonna talk. We're gonna get into the link some other time. Of course, Pac-Man from Pac-Man: The Ghostly Adventures.
Oh yeah.
Erin from Fairy Fencer F. Fran from Demon Gaze, but she is known, of course, she is known for the the scissor blade wielding Ryuko Matoi from the hit anime Kill la Kill. Give it up once again. What's up to Erica Mendez?
Yay! Never heard anybody list off my credits like that either. You guys are like really on top of it.
Oh yeah, on top of everything. Now, we had to spell it out for everybody who don't know. But welcome to the Shrine. Welcome to the Shrine. Great to have you.
Glad to be here. Yeah.
It's great to have you on. But let me get right into it real quick. Considering the fact that we have for a short time, how do you feel about being the lead, being Ryuko? It's like, to me, you are like really killing that role. It's awesome.
Oh, thanks. It's been really crazy. You go into those things and you audition for them, at least for me, I feel like, it's like, oh, I'm going to audition for this, and I probably won't get it, but,
right.
If something happens, then it happens. And then, you book something like that, and it's like, whoa, I never would have imagined. And,
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I had seen the show beforehand, and I already knew it was pretty crazy,
right.
But, like, actually doing the voice and, like, living this character has just been so intense and so incredible, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, I think.
I know, it's pretty awesome. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody here has agreed that you are awesome at the role of Ryuko. And on top of that, you do a great job of her. You sound really badass too, That's just, I just saw the new episode, this week's new episode, and the way you say, "Bite me," is just, so badass. So let me just say that for as a fan standpoint. Let me ask you one more question, then I'm gonna turn it over to my crew. And this is like a question I ask every voice actress. I mean, normally we don't ask cliche questions. We're not gonna ask that, but let me just ask one. What is like your motivation for being a voice actress?
I came from a background where I watched a lot of cartoons and played a lot of video games when I was younger, as most people in my generation do.
I love it.
And and I just kind of grew up with that, and it was my passion. So it just kind of naturally fell into me wanting to be the voices for these characters, because how else are you going to get into something like that? I was never really good at, I couldn't program a video game or anything like that, or I couldn't, I went to school for animation, but I don't feel like I was particularly good at it.
Right.
So I kind of fell out of that, and I don't know, just voice acting just seemed to come fairly naturally. So it just kind of worked out,
Oh, you always got to do something. You got to play to your strengths. You always got to.
Yeah.
You always got to make sure that they find that one niche, something that drives you to be the best you can be. And always stress. You always find something you're good at and perfect it. And I mostly, speaking from a voice actor standpoint, well, a fan standpoint, because you guys go through amount of time to rest up your voice, to get into character, to do good vocal control, to go into that booth and really nail that role. And Roy, tells me this every time, especially when you're a voice actor or actress, you always have to have good vocal control. You always have to have your vocals have to be ready. You have to be poised and go. You have to be perfect every day. And the amount of time you guys go at it like that on every episode or every movie, that says spine. That just simmers down my spine. But at the same time, I'm amazed by that. I stand in like so much amazement that you guys go through that every day.
Oh, good to be appreciated.
That's right.
It's always great to be appreciated. But let me turn it over, considering the fact that, since Will hasn't been on this podcast for a very long time, I would like to give him the first question. Well, yeah, the first question. The first of the crew questions.
Right. I mean, out of all the things you can ask anybody who does, what you do, voice acting for, anime and video games and such, my biggest question is for you would be, what was it like for you just like growing up in Chicago and just trying to get into the industry from where you were living at the time?
It was a little strange the way it all kind of happened because I did it as a hobby for a very long time. Since I was 13, so that's like half my life, basically. I did a lot of audio dramas and a few fan projects here and there, and that was a lot of my practice because I was pretty shy and didn't really get into the whole stage acting thing, even though I kind of wanted to for the practice, but I could never get over my my stage fright until about maybe my senior year of high school when I auditioned for a few things and got into like the children's chorus for like Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat during my high school play. And my actual training didn't come until I moved to LA. And I didn't actually move to LA specifically for voiceover. At the time I had just graduated with a degree in animation. So I was planning on doing that, but it kind of fell through, and I had gotten a few voiceover auditions here and there, so I kind of like, followed through with that as much as I could, and I got a lot of rejection, but that's just, a lot of what you do is going to be rejection, unfortunately, but that's how you grow, I feel like, as a person and an actor, is you kind of live through that rejection. But yeah, it just kind of started happening, and it's been pretty crazy.
I do agree with that.
Right.
Sometimes you go through a lot of transformation when you're on your attempt to be the best at something. You always make sure that you have that poise. Like I go back to that. You have to always, you always go through so many metamorphoses. Like sometimes you have that stage fright, and then over time you may overcome it and then be something even better than you were before. So that
a lot of people use it as adrenaline, the stage fright.
Motivation.
Yeah.
You always got to have a motivating factor, a telling factor that tells you, you have to do this. You have to be on point. You have to be on point. You have to stay focused. No matter what people say, no matter what people do, you have to be on point. You have to stay the course. So, I agree with that. I agree with it so much. But from a voice acting standpoint, I want to give it to Roy next. Roy, what do you think? What are your questions?
I don't know. Let's see. Totally not voice acting related. What are some of your favorite video games currently?
Oh, currently, I just got Theatrhythm Curtain Call.
Right.
And that's been really fun. What else? I play Final Fantasy XIV on and off, and that game's pretty fun. I'm into Final Fantasy, if you couldn't tell.
PC. Question: PC,
yes.
PS3, or PS4?
I don't have a PS4 yet, but I want to move my account over. I play on PS3 right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We got to jump. Well, hopefully they'll do crossplay if they have it on.
I used to play that.
I think they do, don't they?
It's been crossplay. It's been crossplay since launch.
You can still play on PC.
You just had to be on the same server.
Oh.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I play about Pugilism.
I stopped playing it because I didn't feel like playing catch up with all my friends. So I'm like, I have a job, and you guys.
And it costs money to stay on there.
Yeah.
That's why I just play League.
Oh, that's another thing. I play a lot, League.
Yeah.
What about Dark
I see you
Souls?
on every once in a while.
And,
What was that, Mike?
What about Dark Souls?
I never got into that. I'm really bad at games like that. That's why I like RPGs.
Are you really bad at? Are you kind of challenging on console games or just MMOs?
I play a lot of console stuff. I try not to play. I can't really get into the PC gaming thing.
Right.
So I play. I mean, most of the PC gaming I do is League of Legends, and I have a few games on Steam. But most of my stuff is like handheld or PS3 stuff.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, if you have Skullgirls, we could start playing.
I'm so bad at fighting games, though. But Skullgirls was pretty cool.
Get with us after the podcast, because we can turn you into a gamer. My thing is that we can turn you into a gamer, like a huge gamer of Facity within a month. I guarantee you. I could, like Rocky, you know what I'm saying? Rocky Bobby, come on. You just let me and my crew teach you how to do the essentials of being a console gamer and a PC gamer at that. Hey. And you'd be fucking awesome.
Hey, and I'm also a game reviewer too on YouTube.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Oh, well, he knows his games.
Speaking of Skullgirls,
right?
And like, it's one thing the computer beating you, but it's complete another when the voice actress of the character that's fighting you beats you.
Oh man,
it could be worse.
Like,
embarrassing.
Danielle is such a spammer with
shout out to one of our
with the character. Oh my god.
The Ski Snatch Lair.
Oh, and by the way, guys, just stay away from the Peacock spammers. They're a horde of them on the Skullgirls PC community.
God.
Yeah, there's a lot of groups out there that just go and spam fighting games, everything. Hopefully, they won't do any more combat, because otherwise, I'll be having that brutality on their ass. But that's just another. Yes, April 14th, baby. Let me go to Mike. What, you have a question for Erica?
Yes. I know. I've seen popular anime with popular characters. If you see like voice actors who voicing a lead role in a popular anime, their names getting popped up here and there. You know, like for instance, you got Vic Mignogna voiced Edward Elric, and then there's a lot of people. Then people know who Vic Mignogna is. Jamie Marquis, she played the voice of Penny from Penny and Stocking. Everybody, and now look at her now; she got more roles. Mm-hmm. Is it going to affect you since people know who Ryuko Matoi is from Kill la Kill, and will it going to affect you?
I feel like it already has. You know, a lot of people are like, wow, Ryuko is Erica's first lead role, and it really isn't. I did Pac-Man. Pac-Man was my very first lead role, technically, in the Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures video games.
Oh, yeah.
But since nobody, people played it, but it wasn't as popular as Kill la Kill is, obviously, because Kill la Kill is kind of the hot topic for the moment.
Of course.
And then I did, a few other things here and there. My first lead role in anime was Aladdin in Magi, and that was done months before Kill la Kill, But it wasn't until Kill la Kill happened that more people started, recognizing me as an actor or a voice actor. And I just, to kind of give an example, like I just won the People's Choice Award for that Behind the Voice Actors thing. And I don't think that would have happened if Kill la Kill wasn't on Toonami,
Right.
Oh yeah.
More people have been exposed to me now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like.
How's that feel, by the way?
Yeah, that's
it's pretty awesome,
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mike.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you see it's something that's popular like on Toonami, and Toonami saw something that's good. Like for instance, I know Neon, even though Gainax is the most popular anime company out there because they did some popular work like Evangelion and what else? Gurren Lagann. And yes, this is the same company that does Gurren Lagann. Toonami also picked up Gurren Lagann. So So I guess it's doing good for you because who knows? You probably get more lead roles anytime soon.
He's hoping.
That'd be cool, yeah. I'd love to.
I would love to see more stuff. I mean, that's just she can pull off Ryuko. She can definitely pull off any other one.
And here's a silly question I want to ask: Pac-Man or Mario?
Oh God.
I feel like I get more angry at Pac-Man than Mario.
That is the question.
Yes.
I don't know. I guess Mario. I really love Mario, Super Mario 3. That's one of my favorite old school games.
Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love Mario 3.
Yeah.
My favorite Super Mario game. Next to World.
Yeah. I mean,
World
is great.
I'm just not too thrilled with the latest Mario game that's out there.
Yeah, Super Mario.
Super Mario Sunshine.
Why is that?
Well,
Don't hate on Mario.
it doesn't. Well, it's not really. It just feels kind of bland. Like I can feel something that's not right.
Then play all the games then.
I play all the games. What do you just? What are you insinuating?
You don't like the new stuff. Play the old stuff.
I do that all the time.
Gaming logic for the win.
I do that just for the hell of it. But you know, it's fun to check out new stuff and also, you know, to know what is good, what's not good. You know, so I mean, gaming logic is also in my favor as well. So it's all good. But Erica, let me move on to the question. You know, it's a funny one at that. What is the most embarrassing thing in the booth that you had to go through? Like, you know, that you can share with us? Like, you know, there's like got to be a funny moment or something. I know.
Well, the story I like to tell is.
Oh yes.
You're ready for this one? There's a scene in Kill la Kill that. If you have the DVDs, you've gotten to it already, or if you've seen the subs already. But it hasn't gotten to that part in Toonami yet. I think it's episode 9, I want to say. Whatever the fight between Gamagori and Ryuko is. Gamagori has this way he fights that has to deal with, like, whips and stuff. It's pretty strange. I don't want to give too much away in case people haven't seen it.
No, it's okay.
But, so he's basically whipping Ryuko, and it's like, you know, this crazy fan service.
Of course, it's
and
combinations. Right?
yeah, but it's funny. And so the normal line is me just being like, ow, 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 you know, like being in pain. But they had me leave a voice bomb for Patrick Seitz.
Oh,
oh God.
I'm not going to do it verbatim, but basically they told me to say, oh, Patrick, please don't stop.
Oh, I wish.
Oh my God.
I can only imagine Patrick's reaction.
Yeah, like,
yeah,
oh my God.
He didn't notice it. He was like, why is she? Oh. I hope that ends up tutorial somewhere. But I was so embarrassed doing it because I'm not like, I don't know.
Like
I'm not like an over sexually person, so having to say that was very embarrassing.
Oh my God. I can only imagine. Like,
But now, if you run across a character that has that quality, though,
right.
will you be as embarrassed?
I don't know. I mean, are you saying like if I get cast as a character like that,
Or like you have to cast for or audition for one? Since you usually don't get that.
I'll do it, but it's harder for me to get it out. But you know, as an actor, you kind of just have to do your best.
Indeed.
Wow. I did not. You know, just looking at Patrick Seitz's face, like I can only imagine his expression. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this. I can't believe she meant to say like. I know. I mean, you'll have to like. It's like he can come out of character and just be funny as hell. Like, and even if it's a joke, you know, it'd probably be, oh my God, what happened? Oh my God. But let me ask another question real quick before I turn it over back to my crew. And it's pretty much, you know, just me asking, like, if you could voice one character from any other anime or who and why?
One that's been previously dubbed or one that hasn't been?
Well, it's either.
Very specific question.
Well, okay. Well, let me ask, like,
old or new?
It doesn't matter either.
Let's see. One of my favorite anime is Fruits Basket.
Right. Oh.
So pretty much anything in Fruits Basket I'd really love to do, but I don't know. It's hard to pick between Toru, the main character, or Momiji, which is the young boy, and I usually voice a lot of young boys.
Rabbit.
So, yeah, I really like that series. So I just love to be in it in general.
Stupid cat.
See, he pull it off real quick. Like, you just good vocal control. That's
I wish I could sound like Jerry.
Yeah, but you sound great though. It's as brave as it's gonna get. Don't sell yourself short, sir. Don't sell yourself short. But anybody else who has a question for Erica? Open it up to my crew. Hello.
I'm thinking.
Let's just keep it simple. How's your week been?
Weekend.
I can't get no
That's a
simpler than
good
that.
question.
Can't get no simpler than that.
I just had a session today. Something I can't talk about it, unfortunately.
Of course.
But I'm
Yeah.
really
NDA,
excited
oh.
about it. Yeah, NDAs are the
Nice.
worst.
Ooh.
I'm super, super excited about it, and I can't wait to talk about it.
I'm looking forward to it. Come on with it.
Yeah. The NDA,
I'm on heads and needles. Come on now. Speak up. I need to know. Let me know right now.
I wish I could.
I'm like a little
Let me
kid. You know
guess,
what I'm
this is
saying?
a top secret project.
Yeah, it is,
Fine.
unfortunately. That's it's the hardest thing about being a fan of what you work on is that, you get really excited about these things that you're in, but you can't talk about it until the client tells you to, or until the game's released game or show is released
Or
in most cases.
Castle announcement.
Yep.
Yeah.
Official press release. But
Which that can be from anywhere from like 6 months to a year sometimes, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah. That's gotta be torture.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
for
Like,
sure.
I have a few friends that just recently got a handful, maybe 3 friends that are now working for Funimation. So jelly, but proud of them at the same time.
Yeah.
My friend Brent
Friendly, right?
told me coming up in 2 weeks, I have something I can talk about. I'm like, what? That's so awesome.
Jeez. Man.
Yeah. Morgan Berry, my friend Brian Overa, those two within the Fools. Dawn, not her first voice overall, but her first, I think, anime role with Funimation. Dawn Michelle Bennett.
Oh,
She
cool.
voices Frosh Fairy Tale. I met her at HaberCon in 2013.
Damn.
So that was really cool. That was her very first Funimation role ever.
That's awesome. The first is always the most exciting.
Oh man, you're so excited to do this stuff. You forget everything else that you're a fan of it sometimes.
Yeah.
It all just come back to you after that second role. You want
Yeah.
to stomp it up in here.
I mean, everything's exciting, You never lose that excitement, I feel like.
But let me ask you a question. Let me ask one more question because I know you're pressed for time. What is your best con experience? Let me keep that simple. What is your best con experience, if you have any?
I don't know if I have a specific one. I like meeting new people that I can, talk to about things that I'm also interested in. I think that's the best experience for me, really, is just being able to kind of geek out about things. Like, I was talking to people before I could actually announce it.
Right.
So I had to be super secret about it. Danganronpa, I love that series, and I had already known that I was in another episode at the time, but I couldn't say it. So I just had this casual conversation about Danganronpa with some fans at a con I was at a few weeks ago, and it was cool. I love doing stuff like that. I like when people don't treat me like I'm, quote unquote famous, because I don't feel like I'm famous. I feel like, an anime fan or a video game fan. So I just want to be treated as a person.
Well, let me.
That's what I tell everyone.
Well, let me follow up
tell
on that question.
everyone. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me follow up that question. Is it easy for you to talk to fans? If fans do respect you, as Erica Mendez, and not deviate from a character that you play in an anime or video game.
Yeah, I mean, I love being talked to. I just met somebody on the street, and we're just talking about something that we have in common. That's the coolest part of meeting people like that, I think.
Right.
Because when I was growing up and getting into anime, not a lot of people knew what it was, so you didn't really have too many people to talk about with it. So now that it's more mainstream, it's cool to be able to, talk to people about these things.
Yeah, see, here's the thing, man. I say that because I feel like I want to party with you already. The party. We need to have her out down here in the South. We need to have her down here at a party. Show her a good time.
I'm not really a party person, unfortunately.
I'm the same way.
Read a book kind of person.
But I got a question, Erica. Do you ever collect retro games, or do you own any retro games or any game consoles?
I wouldn't say I collect them. I wouldn't mind owning a Nintendo, Super Nintendo again.
Sweet.
Yes.
But I just haven't gotten around to it because I've got so many newer games. Because a lot of the games I buy lately are things that I'm in because I'm narcissistic, apparently.
All the cases.
yeah.
Sometimes you have to be.
You have to get something to rent.
Sometimes you
Well,
have
it's
to
cool
be.
because a lot of the stuff that I'm in is stuff that I really like. Like, I've been in a lot of JRPGs, and that's my favorite genre of games to play. So, of course, I'm going to buy them to listen to myself, you know? And my friends, of course. I don't just buy it for me.
Well, there's some. You ever heard of this RPG called Secret of Mana 2, which is supposed to be a sequel to the original Secret of Mana?
I've heard of
nice.
those games, yeah. I've never
Actually, Secret of
played
Mana 3
I know.
actually is the third installment of this game called Seiken Densetsu 3. Densetsu, whatever it's
Okay.
called. Which is supposed to be Secret of Mana 2. And it's more interesting. You should. It's like, there's some reproductive carts out there. You should take a look at it.
Okay.
We should definitely give her some, like, you know, consider the fact that she plays this stuff. She definitely could get benefit from a little bit of training from us.
Yep.
I think so. You know, we could get it done. We get it done in a month. Roy, you can start it
You guys
off
have a
with
lot more
one.
faith in me.
Hey, I know. I mean, we can turn you into a hot Spitfire gamer,
Or
a
better-
pro gamer at that.
Or better yet,
Bro,
check
they
out
do.
the gaming community on YouTube. I mean, I'll talk about the people that collect retro games. You should see their shelves, man. It's more like a library.
Oh, I've seen some of them. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know someone in person that does that.
Jeez, man, oh man,
Insane.
they do a great job. Roy's one of them right now. Roy, Will, and Mike, they're all like game reviewers. I don't think they use YouTube that much.
Oh,
I don't think
I don't review. I just play games.
he doesn't.
I stream on Twitch is what I do.
Well, it is a
Those-
game.
To talk
Well-
about games where you can just play them and enjoy them.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
It's not
interact
about
with
the games
viewers.
you love.
That's
I mean, I
the funnest
enjoy
thing
games
ever.
because I love talking.
Unfortunately for
games
work,
to
I have to
everyone.
talk about games.
Oh.
And even sometimes people can be complete douchebags about the whole thing.
We're
And, you know,
not going to get
sometimes
to
it talks.
them. We're not getting to them.
That's
Stay away
Although we
from the-
have, you know, sometimes we do say their names a couple of times.
Yeah, we know, but I think it's time for us to let's move on. Let it go.
They must not
Let it go.
Of course, you know, it's about time y'all actually thought that. But anyway, Erica, you know, it's great to have you on. You know, I know you're pressed for time, so I won't, you know, keep you. But how can fans find you on social media?
I am on Twitter. My username is Sunderica. It's a bad pun. TSUNDERICA.
Because you're a single.
I'm also, yes, totally. I'm totally. Just ask my boyfriend.
We're asking for you. You know what I'm saying? Does she really act as Erica? Yeah.
oh, snap.
I'm also on Facebook. I have a fan page, which I prefer a lot of people follow me on that instead of trying to add my personal page,
Right.
which is a lot better for, I think, fans because I talk about a lot more interesting stuff on my fan page anyway. So nobody wants my personal Facebook.
No.
And I have Instagram. I believe my account is the same as my Twitter, and same goes for Tumblr. But I don't know how to use Tumblr, so.
Okay.
But you have one.
But I have one, yeah. I just like reblogging pretty pictures.
Copy that. It's just pretty pictures. Awesome.
Facebook,
That's the whole
just
point of.
sharing things.
Yeah.
That's the whole
Yeah.
point of Instagram. Snapchat. Anyway, but it's great to have you on. We love to have you back on in the future, if at all possible, in the future.
Oh yeah, of course.
And hopefully you'll have a few more roles that you'll be talking about, and hopefully a few more
Oh.
experiences that we would love to hear from you. Embarrassing moments, but moments that you have.
I guarantee I will have. I don't know about embarrassing moments. I'm hoping not. That would be for
Funny.
the best for me. I think.
Right.
But I will definitely have more roles to
Funny.
talk about.
Funny.
Sure.
Maybe another moment with Patrick Sykes.
Oh, I can only hope, right?
Yes, here's hoping. I'm toasting to you already. Awesome. But
Wish I had two glasses right now.
Yeah.
Thing. Yep.
see, we'll never have enough budgets to buy glasses around here. we drink, but we don't have the luxury of drinking. That's the sucky part about it. But, you know, it's whatever. Moving on. We're out of here. See you later.
Later.
This is Fire Dynamite.
We're waiting every night to finally roam and invite newcomers to play with us. For many years we've been all alone. We're forced to be still and play the same songs with no system. They and Buster took our life away. Now we're stuck here to decay. These are the idiots, all of us awake. We know that what you're thinking. We're pulling ourselves to the end of the show, and we forced you to take that role. We're all alone, stuck in our little selves. It's not easy then. Join us, be your friend, or just be stuck in it then. After all, you only got photos and friends. Is this what you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you want to stick photos and friends? Is this what you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you want to stick photos and friends? We're really quite surprised to get to see you another night. You should have looked for another job. You should have said to this place goodbye. It's like there's so much more. Maybe you've been in this place before. We remember our face like yours. Just seem like with those doors. These are the idiots, all of us awake. We know that what you're thinking. We're pulling ourselves to the end of the show, and we forced you to take that role. We've been all alone, stuck in our little selves. It's not easy then. Join us, be your friend, or just be stuck in it then. After all, you only got photos and friends. Is this what you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you want to take photos and friends? Is this what you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why do you want to take photos and friends?
Kill Bill on the beat.
We're back with Shrinetime Entertainment Podcast with, of course, Mike Machismo Maverick,
No.
my boy Roy, aka Anna Roy, and my boy Will, aka Abukaru. Guys, that was one hell of an interview with Erica Mendez. I got to say, she's one of a kind. She's awesome, and I know that she's going to do well as a voice actress. Don't you guys agree?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because hey, if you play a big role like Ryuko, I guess you get opportunities. We've seen that so many times with Jamie Marquis, Vic Mignogna, Steve Bloom. There you go.
Tonight's topic is dealing with one facet of the industry. Let me just ask you guys, what is like the one genre, considering the fact that we see a lot of great titles from every genre that's coming out, from video games to anime to manga to movies to television, what is the dominating, which genre will be the dominating genre this year overall over the next 12 months?
It's gonna be very simple for me. May
Let's go
1st.
for Roy.
All I have to say, if you don't understand what that means, there's something wrong. But I'll say it anyway. Avengers 2, Age of Ultron.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And then coming up after that, Ant-Man. And of course, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The finale of The Flash. The finale of Arrow.
and then
but most likely The Flash.
And they're also adding for Netflix. They're also adding Jessica Drew, Daredevil, and Luke Cage. Damn
It's
it.
Jessica Jones, Daredevil,
AKA Jessica
Iron
Jones.
Fist, and Luke Cage.
Which I'm looking forward to that. I'm wondering who they're going to cast for that Luke Cage.
And you know what's gonna
They
be,
have to.
Yeah.
and you know gonna be big right now on TV now.
What's up?
You better call Saul.
Oh yes, but see, a lot of people, and that's another thing. A lot of people are like really saying that is a total spin-off from Breaking Bad. And let me just say, whether Saul is a character from that universe, I don't agree it's a spin-off from that. It's his own show. It needs to be taken because it's a great show, by the way. I recommend you do watch it if you haven't seen Breaking Bad. It's a pretty good show at best.
Yeah,
So
go back, watch Breaking Bad on Netflix, and then watch the new episode or the latest episode of You Better Call Saul, and then tell the difference.
man, it's pretty awesome. But and then of course, speaking of AMC, of course, The Walking Dead had this new season. Season premiere, pretty awesome. God, it's so awesome. I still remember that night that that Will and I was watching the season 3 finale. And we saw the premiere of the Last of Us first debut on the PS3, and it was one hell of a finale for me. So, just to ignore the suspense from that, it's pretty awesome. They had to kill one of my boys that I was cool with.
Quiet.
In
Quiet.
last season. Well,
Say anything. Not cut up.
That's why I said that's
Neither am I.
That's what I said. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but you just named the gender, so that's kind of still.
The guy. Well, I did name.
Guy,
I didn't
girl,
name names.
I think they killed a she-male.
I
No, it's not too late. They killed a she-male.
I did name a name, so that's they don't know who. They don't know who, so that's up to imagination. And besides, I forgot the name, so still.
Anyway.
So Bird. Like I said, but pretty much, I will say though, from my standpoint, I would say TV mostly, but only because there's so much. It's like a dead even flip between television and video games, because there are big name titles coming out of video games. We all know this, and that's from indie to AAA. But the one game, and you guys know which one I'm talking about, is pissed me the fuck off. That's coming out only for Xbox, but that's another story. Let me go with Will. Who do you think is the dominating genre of the nerd industry this year?
My personal opinion, nothing against Roy, I'm gonna count out movies altogether. I don't see that as being a fair fight. There's too many good movies coming out consistently every year.
Genre.
Yeah,
It's not fair.
it ain't.
I'm gonna go with games. PlayStation and Xbox, they've had a chance to grow into their big boy pants, and everyone can see the content that's coming out for it. E3's coming up. There's going to be a lot of big announcements. Just from PAX alone, there's a lot of major stuff announced, like in Final Fantasy 15's 2-hour gameplay demo. It looks insane. Can't wait to see more of that.
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts 3. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, we've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 ever since the PS3 era.
I'm actually glad.
Oh boy!
There's one thing that I'm actually glad for. They actually have a release date for Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Yes.
Even though it was leaked 24 hours in advance, thank you very much for that, Hideo Kojima, because you can't keep a damn secret.
Hideo Kojima,
you can't see
we all love.
You can't see to keep a secret.
Yeah, we love you, Kojima, but you need to learn to keep your mouth shut.
Well, it's not to him that he spilled the beans a little too early. It's the fact that people are starting to leak stuff, and now in these days, it's hard to keep a secret. It's hard to keep a release date from the public because people are so anxious. They want to hear it. They want to hear the announcement they already. Just say it already. And then the hackers got to, hack stuff and find out for themselves and get it out to the general public before the actual release date is announced.
And Charles, can I get this off my chest here? Because,
Sure.
Here's the thing. And yes, I love Nintendo. Everything Nintendo related while I was a kid. But at the same time, I realized that, how Nintendo is now going down, isn't becoming hot and big like they used to. It's because of Reggie. There, I said it.
Mr. My Body is Ready?
Yeah, Mr. My Body is Ready. Mr. Purple Pikmin. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, why you hire a guy who is a CEO of Pizza Hut running Nintendo? I was wondering.
Man.
I am going to respectfully disagree with that. And that's only because Nintendo is doing great on the 3DS side. They just didn't bring it with their console.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But still, they need to step up their game. They need to step up their game.
Plus, they need to...
I mean...
go ahead.
They could have done great things, but they were just kind of like, here's a new console. Let's focus on 3DS for a while.
But see, here's the thing. That's something they also...
Right?
Yeah, of course. But see, here's the thing. They also need to work on third-party help, too. They just don't... They handle so much of their first-party muscle for a couple of years now. Especially with the 3DS and Wii U. My thing is, you also need help from third parties.
Exactly. I mean, look,
Sonic is not enough, people. Sonic is not enough.
And here's another thing too. They used to have third parties ever since the Super Nintendo era, because here's the reason why. Them and Sony are used to be in cahoots, but now since Sony doing their thing back around 1995, I guess, with the PlayStation, Nintendo just lost their touch. They lost their edge now.
I wouldn't say they lost their edge during that time, because even with the N64 and the GameCube, I still think they had that same amount of muscle they have for third-party exclusives or third-party help. But at the same time, though, I still think they need it now more than ever, especially with the Wii U and 3DS. Like I said, I mean, as much as I love Pokemon, the Pokemon games, Zelda games, the Donkey Kong games, the Mario games, the Super Smash Brothers games,
and new Zelda.
As much as I love, The Legend of Zelda, I said all that. As far as I love all that, I still would love to see some of my favorites out there. I would love to see a Batman game. We tried that, but of course you get it out too quickly. Like, say for instance, with Batman Arkham City Armor Edition. Yeah, we've already had it on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Try something else. Let's try Mass Effect 3. Already had that on PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. Next, what else you got? Oh, we got Pokemon. Well, of course, I have a Pokemon game. Do you have any third-party support? No. Then why the hell would you have anything for it? Why the hell do I have to just stay with Nintendo and with a third party? Let's have a PlayStation or PC.
Yes, and yes, I know Bayonetta 2 is Wii U exclusive and everything else. But come on, Bayonetta 2 isn't going to save Nintendo, guys. I mean, we need more than just Bayonetta 2. We need more than that. That's all we asking is more stuff for Nintendo. I'm not hating on Nintendo. I don't hate on Nintendo. I just don't like the business and practices of it.
Yeah, they have their ways, but they're doing good. It's just they could do so much better.
They could do better.
They need to get a stronger first-party presence on Wii U. That's the only thing that's going to save them for third-party. If they can bring in big like Mario games, Donkey Kong games, make like a Kid Icarus game.
Yeah.
But make something that's actually going to get a bigger, wider variety of first party to get the third party guys be like, hey, there's more people playing games here now. There's more people buying the console now.
Yeah, but
let's bring more of our games over.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's only going to maintain them. There's no telling how long that's going to last for them to save. First party games to save them. Get them out of the rut before pretty soon we'll call them in the same thing as Sega was, as Sega's throwing in the towel with consoles. They have to have third party muscle too.
At least they'll make it handheld wise.
Let's hope so, because they are killing it. They are killing it. As much as
they're going nowhere handheld.
As much as I love the PlayStation brand, the 3DS is blowing the VD out of the damn water. And I'm just saying that because it's true. Because I'm thinking, like, I'm on the fence with the Vita and the 3DS. And I'm thinking I'm leaning more 3DS than Vita.
But at least we got the PlayStation TV.
Yeah. I mean, I love the Vita. Don't get me wrong.
Yes, I love it.
Wish there was a hell of a lot more love for it.
But
I would rather have a 3DS. But I still want to keep my Vita because there's certain games that I play on it that I can't get anywhere else.
Exactly.
Like I absolutely love playing Persona 4 on it. I love playing Final Fantasy on it.
Especially the new the latest Ys game, which is called Ys Memories of Calcutta, which is one of the greatest games on the Vita.
I also wanted to check out this new game that's coming out, made by NES too, called Tokyo Twilight. Yeah, and it's coming out. It's out tonight. It's out today, and I think it's a pretty good game from what I've seen of the gameplay. Pretty good JRPG. I recommend you all play it.
And you should try Hyper Devotion Nore.
Oh, I plan on doing that, but I will stick with my console exclusives and as well as PC because I love Victory. Yeah. I love Hyper Dimension Neptune and Victory.
Which Rebirth 2 is coming out on the PC too.
Yeah, sweet. Speaking of that, the actual anime, we were just talking about this before the break, that the Hyper Dimension Neptunia anime series is getting a dub from Funimation. So I do love that the original cast from the game is coming to the anime itself. So Melissa Fawn is going to make an excellent Neptunia, like I knew she was in the game.
Oh yeah,
come on with it, people.
Yes, work with her. Yeah, Melissa Fawn, she's the best. She could do her cute voice, but hey, when she become Purple Heart, she could be flat out freaking serious. And by the way, pudding's a hell of a drug.
Oh God. Moving on, Mike. Let me ask you. Speaking of which, what do you think is the dominating genre for this year?
Other than You Better Call Saul, let's just go with. Oh God, if I don't want to go with wrestling because right now nothing's dominating wrestling. I guess they've been dominating themselves with their crappy storylines.
Unless they get Samoa Joe like they've been asking for, then no.
Yeah. How about this? Improve Roman Reigns, make him as a mid-carder, and then make him back as a main eventer until he improves himself.
I still don't think, and I agree with the fans. He should, I guess, at least to the next WrestleMania.
Yes, I don't get me wrong. He's the ancestor of The Rock. I give him that. I think he needs to build up his momentum.
He's actually the son of Sika from the Wild Samoans.
Oh yeah,
you didn't know that.
I can say right now the Samoans are dominating this year.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
But let me get to
the Usos from Roman Reigns to, like I said, they're pretty much dominating the whole tribe. Hopefully, I wish them best of luck with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. I just don't see him coming off World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah. But that's another story.
It's gonna happen.
I see him being champion. I just don't see he'll walk away. He'll walk out of California champion. I just feel like Seth Rollins is gonna cash in that Money in the Bank, curb stomp him, and curb stomp his way to a World Championship.
Oh man, we're about to call it down the middle
because the year's almost up.
Yeah,
I can already see it happening.
I still think it's possible, but that's just.
But anyways, to the something related to the anime. Let's see. Something hot for this year is actually Kill la Kill.
Of course.
On Toonami. And what else? What else is getting hot so far? Oh yeah, the second season of Durarara, which is now on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, of course. Let me just read this thing right here. Aniplex of America announced last week that it will stream the English dub for Durarara X2 show beginning March 10th, which is today. A new dub episode will premiere every Tuesday. So, and you know, according to Crunchyroll, it will be on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So in Central Time, it will be at noon. So we won't see another one until probably tomorrow, Tuesday at noon and 1 p.m. Eastern for those in the East.
So in other words, Crunchyroll's going up on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. Ah man, see, y'all understand this is a little down south thing. But anyway, you know, it's pretty good to see that they're like, again, we just talked about before we came back on about anime being dubbed ahead or during the Japanese run. And, you know, Roy was talking more about that. Roy, considering the path that Funimation just started, you know, with broadcast dubs, and now you're seeing Viz, Sentai, and Aniplex follow suit. Do you think that this is a smart business move on each of the distributors' parts to put out anime ahead or during the runs in Japan?
I think it's really cool, personally.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, they wouldn't have done it if it wasn't a smart move.
That's true.
The testing of that was Space Dandy. And that was the very first anime to dub, to premiere in English before the Japanese hit air.
Was it done simultaneously, I think?
No. Ours, due to time differences, it aired here before it aired in Japan.
Which is trippy.
So that was like a thing in history of dub. So that's what tested the waters with that. And then they did two more runs, two other animes, can't remember the name.
Laughing Under the Clouds.
Yeah, that one and one
that's Nice Case, but Psychopath Season 2.
Yeah, and I got a question.
But yeah, they tested it with those.
And I gotta say this right now. If we could like go back in time and see about the simulcast the simulcast of, how about this? They could go back in time, and if we go back in time, we could try simulcast two animes. One, Amagi Brilliant Park and Seven Deadly Sins. Which
I could see that. I could see that in the future happening.
Yeah.
I can see that in the future happening.
Yeah, because the thing is, it already aired in Japan. I mean, and hopefully that we'll get a dub coming out soon with these two.
I'm looking forward to Agama Got Killed getting dubbed. That is my one thing. My thing again, and we going back to Roy's point about the success of broadcast dubs in Funimation. They've also dubbed 5 others now. One's for Wednesday and the others for Saturday and Sunday. The ones for Wednesday are of course, Assassination Classroom, of course, with Death Parade, and of course, Tokyo Ghoul Route A. Now, as a anime fan, considering the fact with Tokyo Ghoul, my own thing is they should have dubbed first season before they get to the second. But that's just me. But other than that, they're great. They're successful for now for the last few weeks. I hope the trend continues for them. And then, of course, another anime that I love that comes on Sundays around noon time is called World Break. Two of our honorary hosts are a part of that, Heather and Felicia. Big shout out to them, by the way.
And a big shout out to Jade Saxon, who also plays the lead role,
which is pretty awesome. Felicia also does a lead role too.
Oh,
yeah, you know that.
Hey, I already know that too. I mean, if you look at Jade Saxon, her character that she's about to play is gonna be much more flirtable. You will enjoy her character.
I already enjoyed it already. It's like the first 2 weeks, like wow, I'm sold on it, and it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen very often. As that word again, a lot of the Funimation actors use. It doesn't always happen. It doesn't happen always, but it's just the fact that I only have a 3 anime episode limit. If it's not worth 3 episodes, I'm not going to watch it anymore. It only took 2 this time. to sell me. So World Break, I'm gonna stick with you. Assassination Classroom, I haven't got there yet. By tomorrow night, I'll know if I want to stick with it.
What about
same
Death Parade?
Same thing for Death Parade.
Yes.
I felt I wasn't feeling it the first week, second week kind of grew on me. Next week, well, not next week, tomorrow night will be my telling factor. Same thing for Tokyo Ghoul 8. I'm not sure about doing this because I haven't seen the first season, so I can't really give that a score. I can't give that a pass either. But that's just me. And Durarara X, times 2 really sold it for me. Of course, I knew, that this dub was going to be awesome. Despite how I feel about Vic, I say he did a pretty good job in the first episode. We'll know more about his character, when the new episodes come out every Tuesday. But as far as the rest of the cast, them from season 1. So I don't have to go into Crispin Freeman, Johnny Bosch, Kari Walgreen, Yuri Lowenthal, Steve Bloom, Rice Papenbrook. I know those. They sold it for me. Michelle Ruff, we all know this. They sold it. They sold the first season for us. I can't wait for that.
To America.
I can't wait, and this takes place 6 months after all the events of season 1. So so far Ikebukuro is exciting, as it is even more exciting. They have a few more people that are being added to this roster, especially, of course, the dub cast. They've added, Vic Mignogna and Lex Lane, and among others. So I can't wait to see what they're gonna do next week. And you can check it out on Crunchyroll, or Hulu, or on their Aniplex channel. So
yeah, and I think Sandy Fox is coming back, right, as that crazy girl again. One with the fake Psycha.
Let's see. I'm looking at the dub cast. I'm looking. Doesn't say yet, but I think she will. I think she will. Don't give her hope.
Yeah, because I read the manga. She did come back after the Psycha arc.
Yeah, I definitely want to see her back. And then, of course, I did. I don't know if I heard it, but I think I heard Brenda Palencia in that too. Could be wrong, but and I know if I'm wrong, then Roy is gonna correct me at some point.
I'm not caught up with anything at the moment, so.
But of course, Kurt Thornton is the ADR director for it, or the ADR director for the second season of Durarara. So he should do pretty awesome. It's great. But personally, yeah, I would have to. I'm torn between video games and TV as the dominating genre, because we get great titles, especially with Mortal Kombat, especially with the ones that we already know, of course, with Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Will Die knows that most of all. Soon,
oh yeah,
right? And of course, just J Rock also has it. So it's a great game. And of course, you go ahead.
Either I get it on either 360 or probably the PC if I get a working PC for it. Because the PC I have is is a hand me down for my cousin, not my cousin, my aunt.
What kind of great deals do you get a great deal on 360 or do you get it on PC?
I think about you get a great deal on the PC.
Get it on Steam. That's all I'm gonna say.
My advice: get it 360. Don't get it on PC.
Why? Because it's got a better resolution, better gameplay, better sound.
Bandai is giving a lot more support, server-wise and content-wise, to consoles before PC. They're not even talking about fixing the server issues they're having with everyone dropping from the lobbies and everything on PC yet, even though they've fixed and patched everything for all the consoles already.
A patch is just like a small little bandage. They'll say that it's all fixed up and all this, blah, 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 blah. And then when something happens, like something massive happens, then they have no control over it. It's an outage. A permanent one, if they're lucky. But that's another story. And then, of course, Mortal Kombat's coming out in April. Of course, Batman in June. And, of course, Metal Gear Solid, we found out on September 1st. So thank you, Hideo Kojima, for not keeping a secret. But you know, it's a pretty good year for TV as well. I mean, of course, with Arrow and Flash and Gotham and, you know, Supergirl coming.
We need Power Girl. We need Power Girl.
Who knows? She might end up in the Supergirl series.
Oh yeah, because if we see Power Girl, then my life will be complete.
Look at how many heroes that came up in Arrow and Flash together, combined.
I don't know.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, but is Power Girl good enough for TV? Like, is she gonna be PG enough for TV?
Oh.
Good point. Good point.
I'm just saying.
Good point. Good point.
Take.
Because notice big knockers, cleavage. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Every time you look at her, she'll be like eyes up here.
I'm thinking that they'll make her appropriate. Because let me tell you, they have no problem trying to PG rate anything. When's the last time you've ever seen any anime? I mean, not any anime, but any TV series that is owned by DC or Marvel that hasn't been watered down or hasn't been PG rated to the point where you can see their knockers or their ass. Well, go ahead, I'm waiting.
Yeah, we have a way. They have a way, guys. Just to let you know.
They always have a way. I have a way of taking big knockers and still.
Netflix original.
And Michael Bay will apologize.
They go straight to Netflix. That's where they can go a little edgier.
And also, I'm gonna say this right now that Michael Bay will apologize for Megan Fox to play as Power Girl.
Oh hell no! I'll never accept that. I'll never accept that.
Just by her looks alone, if anyone, she'd be like Wonder Girl.
Wonder Girl.
Oh God, don't. Yeah, we already got a Wonder Girl, all right. Oh, we got one, all right. The one that looks like
not all right.
It looks like a Xena Warrior
right.
Princess ripoff.
She wasn't right as April O'Neil. I'm just telling you that right now. But that's just my personal.
You actually watched that? What?
I had to. I had to. Only
the moment the announcement happened of that movie. I'm not seeing it ever, even if it's free. I'm not going to see it.
It's not. It's not even teenage. It's not TMNT. I'm just not going to say the whole full thing.
Here's the funny thing.
I had to with my nephews. I just want you to know that. I was forced into that.
And you'll get a good laugh at this. You'll get a good laugh at this, Charles. There's a guy out there on YouTube, the same fool that defending Dragon Ball Evolution, also defending the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles.
Oh, we mentioned the name. Oh,
don't mention
it. Burns.
I'm not mentioning that guy's name. He doesn't deserve it. I just said it right now.
The second you mention Evolution, everything loses all credibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. The movie that shall not be named or ever named.
It will never be Dragon Ball. It's not the word. And I will never understand, since we already bring this up, I'll never understand why Akira Toriyama even signed off on this even happening in America.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay because Akira Toriyama hates the fucking movie.
I hate it.
He fucking hates it.
But his hate will never equal ours. That was a fucking disgrace.
Dude, he's the creator of Dragon Ball. He created the series. His hate is so much stronger on that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
We're the fans of it. We watch his stuff. We read his stuff. Ours is a lot stronger. I
don't know, man. If you can create something and then just say, hey, what they did with my creation is shit, pretty sure he's got the upper hand there. It's his own creation that got fucked with.
And he's probably thinking to himself, saying, "Why should I never listen to Rumiko Takahashi about people messing with my stuff?"
Oh God! If I ever see a live action Inuyasha here, I will completely throw a damn temper tantrum.
I'll table flip, trash the freaking house, and I'll be like, "I fucking quit."
I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. This should not be happening at all. But that's another story. Again, things happen for unknown reasons, and it's beyond our control. But still, don't be bringing stuff like that. And then, why Scarlett Johansson?
My God, I am not touching that with a 10-foot pole. No, she's not Makoto. Okay, come on. Like I said earlier.
No, she was casted, bro.
No.
it's pretty much a done deal.
Oh,
It's
fuck!
pretty much a done. It's pretty much a done deal. They already confirmed it.
Fuck,
I don't like.
I'm done.
See, this is what I don't like. That's that shit I don't like. But that's that's another story. My thing is, I'm still conflicted about it. It may I'll say a close second. It would be video games. for me.
Now I'm gonna say this one more time. I'm gonna say one more thing. If that same fool defending that Ghost in the Shell movie, I will definitely gonna call it out. I will let him have it.
I advise you to. I advise you. You're good. I advise you to leave it alone. But it's time for short time shout out. We gotta get up out of here. Of course, you can check out this podcast anytime you want on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/ShrinetimeTV. We got a lot of our shows being posted up there, including interviews, news and reviews, and of course, we keep in touch with you guys. So just make sure just to keep us in the loop, and also we'll keep you in the loop when it comes to Shrine related any stuff too. Also, you can check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Shrinetime Entertainment, as well as Twitter at Shrinetime ENT. And always, if you have a question or comment or feedback about the podcast or about what we do here, you can always leave us a comment using the hashtag Shrinetime Shoutout. Make sure you get the gist of us. Tell us what we need to fix, what we need to improve on, or what do you like about the podcast, what you don't like about the podcast. It's all in one word. I mean, as long as you know what you want. Of course, you can also check me out personally at my Twitter at MoneySenpai SEP. That's MONEY SENPAISEP. I will be on Twitter a little bit more than Facebook, even though I do some of my best stuff on Facebook, and I have to keep out with the Shrinetime page on Facebook. You will also see me do a lot of tweets with a lot of notable voice actors and actresses, as well as my crew here. Sometimes we always have fun and joke around, especially on the podcast. If you heard us on the podcast, you'll love us on Twitter. We do a lot of funny shit. Not memes, but hey, we gotta keep busy. But Mike, how can fans find you on social media?
Well, you can find me on Twitter at Mike Maverick Age. Lady J, strike again.
And she does a great job.
Okay. You can find me on Twitter at Mike Maverick AG, and you can like me on Facebook at Mike Maverick Ace Gamer. Also, I have a channel known as Turnabout ENT, and I have a Let's Play channel on Turnabout Gaming TV, which hopefully, if I can reach 500 subscribers, all this 100101 on the what's it called on the browser will become my main channel, because Google guidelines. Thanks for changing the rules, assholes. Anyways,
I heard.
And also, guys, if we want to, we could get Shrinetime Entertainment to reach out to the retro gaming community, to the other gaming community out there as well. Hopefully, if I can introduce people like Retro Liberty or Erica Sabo or anyone else that I know on the retro gaming community or any other gaming community out there to Shrinetime Entertainment. We will definitely go to get the word out to you guys about it. And maybe if I could upload some videos on Shrinetime Entertainment, hopefully there's some people, some of the fans will follow us there.
Yeah, we can do that. We can definitely do that, Shrinetime Entertainment, where you got to reach out and touch someone at a moment's notice.
Yeah, we're not AT&T.
Why?
Oh, yes. Touch them.
Oh, God. Even AT&T stopped that slogan because it sounds awkward.
Well, yeah. I don't think they used it in a long, long time. But, Roy, how can fans find you on social media?
Alright, that'd be easy. That'd be Facebook, RAIZUTO.creations, or twitch.tv/Ryzuto_gaming. And then Ryzuto Creation is my Twitter.
You want to just write out your Twitch?
Not it. I just did.
Oh, yeah. He does that so fast I can't catch up on that. So, yeah. He does great game. He does great game walkthroughs and live streaming, so you definitely want to check him out whenever he does. So, keep up with him. He will tell you when he's live streaming. And he does a great job.
Come say hi to the skeleton crew.
Anyway, Will, how can fans find you on social media?
Twitter at Ambukaru, AMBUKARU_, and Twitch is just Ambukaru.
He does a great job, though. He's another one that needs to be addressed. He does a lot of great stream reviews on there as well. He does a great.
Do you also have a Glitch Ninja?
Glitch Ninja.
Oh yeah, on YouTube. It's youtube.com/thatglitchninja.
Oh yeah.
Diggly did.
The Glitch Ninja. We're definitely gonna own the Glitch Gremlin.
Oh God. Anyway, there's always one way to check us out. There's always one way to hit us up. You always want to keep in touch with us because you know telling what we're doing in the world of gaming and anime and nerd awesomeness. So, on behalf of Erica Mendez, Mike Machismo Maverick, Roy, aka Enteroy, and Will, I am aka Abukaru. I'm Buddy Senpai. We'll see you next time on the next Shrinetime Entertainment podcast. But we always say the nerd is the word. Night.
Later. You're listening to Shrinetime Entertainment What? The party's over? Well, let's clock out, guys. Come on, let's go. Move, let's go. Come on.